I am lazy. Shocker, right? When I come home from work, I do one of two things. One, I'll sit in this chair, grab a guitar, and plug into an amp or amp sim and be good until I decide to relax. Or two, which has become the more common one as of late, I'll grab a guitar, I'll hop in bed and put a YouTube video or show on and just play there because I didn't sleep well the night before, had a long excruciating day at work, and or I've worked many days in a row and I haven't had a day off in 2 weeks and the stress has been piling on me. And that's great and all because I'm still playing guitar either way, but when I'm in my bed, I'm not playing through any sort of amplifier. Sure, playing acoustically is great, but if you want to hear yourself through distortion, you don't know how that's going to sound unless you actually plug in. And same thing with the clean tone. Now, sure, I can bring over my laptop and bring over my audio interface, but I have to plug in a whole bunch of wires, and sure, while it's minimal setup, as we established, I am incredibly lazy. So I was very excited when Joyo reached out to me and was like, hey, would you like to review our wireless plug-in and play electric guitar amplifier? And I'm like, yes. Incredibly, yes. So let's go ahead and review this together. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know Joyo, they make a whole bunch of stuff like some mini amp heads, some pedals, as well as fun stuff like plug-in and play amps as well. And yes, they did send me this. However, everything you're going to hear in this video is 100% my own thoughts. So if this sucks, I will tell you it sucks. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's amazing, oh, don't worry, I will gush about it. And if there's any sort of flaws, I will make sure to tell you. Everything you're gonna hear in this video is 100% my own thoughts. And if you wanna check this out for yourself or decide you wanna get one, there will be a link down in the description box below to their Amazon store, and that will be an Amazon affiliate link. So if you do choose to get one, I get a little kickback on the channel that helps fuel dumb things we want to get in the channel, like better lights, stuff for the Weird String series, and or for the 21 Pilots content or whatever we decide to put towards the channel, like future instruments, headless guitars, definitely headless guitars. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open up the Joyo plug-in and play electric guitar amplifier. Also, side note completely, I love that it's called JA, because you know, JLAndersonMusic. That's me. We're just missing the L. Alright, so this is the packaging that it comes in. You can see that it comes in either black or in pink. And it is a tiny little box. It did ship really well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up. Just a little slot down here to pull. And voila. There it is. So we get a little instruction book right here, some cardboard protecting it, and this is the actual speaker bit of it, it looks like. You can see there, the plug all in it, and it even comes with another one, another little adapter plug, which is cool to see. Got to read into this one, and then comes with a charging cable. And getting the amp out of the plastic, it is definitely a plastic type material, and pulling out the 1/4 inch is definitely smooth and definitely has nice restriction on it, so it's not going to go anywhere. Charging port is on the very top right here. You have little knobs for sliders, one for tone and one for volume, and a power button as well as effect. Interesting. Wonder if it comes shipped with power? Ooh, indeed we do. We do have power. So that is fun. You see the green, you see the blue. What happens if I press the yellow? Red. All right. So automatically earns points for me with the charging cable because it is a USB-C, which has been a bit rare for to be sent, because I've gotten many guitar wireless units as well as some other things that when charged, it uses the old micro USB. So seeing it ships with the USB-C makes me really happy. The other end, of course, is just a regular USB port to plug into your computer and or a regular brick, but the USB-C makes me happy. So apparently this adapter is to go on the actual amplifier itself to become an adapter for other instruments. Okay. According to the manual, green means clean, yellow means overdrive, and red means distortion. Apparently there's also reverb in this, to where if you hold it in and it flashes like that, turns the reverb off, and when it flashes slower, that means the reverb is on. This also has Bluetooth functionality, which is definitely interesting. So you can actually use this like a Bluetooth speaker, which is cool, multi-purpose. So the next step is to plug it in and see how it sounds. And I guess we should be doing this where I'm going to be using that. To the bed. All right, so here we are, the real world example. Like I said, super simple, just to bring my laptop and audio interface over there to plug into an amp sim, but we're incredibly lazy. So this is where this amp is gonna come in handy. So let's go ahead and plug it right in here, shall we? There we are, and boom, it's in the guitar. The first thing I definitely notice is, of course, it's already big and chunky, but it definitely looks a bit odd. You definitely aren't going to be gigging with this. Wish that you can keep it on like the top of the guitar. Notice this is going to swivel around a lot, but if I'm just playing like this, and or if I am just laying down, it's not going to go anywhere. So let's go ahead, I'll prop this more towards you so that way you can kind of see it. It's going to be weird editing this one zooming in, but we're going to go ahead and turn it on for now. The tone is halfway and the volume is currently all the way down, so you're not going to hear anything come out just yet. So let's go ahead, strike a chord and turn the volume up. This is about halfway. And let's crank it all the way. So definitely overloading the signal by cranking it up with all the way. You do get a little bit of crunch in your clean channel, which, hey, you know what, some people like. But then again, I'm also a pretty hard picker. As we turn this down, that's how loud I typically pick. And a lot of people can pick softly, which you can crank it all the way and pick softly. Definitely get that cleaner tone, but let's go ahead and I'll strum hard at volume halfway. Definitely a super nice clean tone. Let's go ahead and raise the volume a bit, 75%, around 3 o'clock, and let's go ahead and turn the tone all the way down. So as you heard there, especially that D chord, it's very bass heavy. It's much like the tone knob of your guitar. It basically decreases the treble or adds a lot of treble to it. Now for the other way, here's the tone knob all the way up. Hear those highs come through. All the way down. Like you definitely hear your lower strings. That's what indeed it does. But hey, you know what? That is definitely a nice clean tone. Definitely really enjoy that. So if we go ahead and press our effect knob in here, if we zoom in, you'll see that is currently green. We click it, it is now a yellow color. So this is going to be more of an overdriven crunch sound, as you'll hear right now. Very, very crunchy indeed. definitely a cool crunch tone. Definitely can see myself using this, and not that bad for leads either. Super, super nice. Just go ahead and hit the effect knob again, and this time it'll go from yellow to red. So this is going to be just full-blown distortion. So definitely has some great lead tones, and so definitely the distortion sounds great lead tones, and I love the fact you can get this to feed back as such. Now part of me wonders, what happens if we turn the knobs all the way up as such? So, just gonna take the hands off the guitar. Definitely this thing does get pretty loud. If we go back to a clean tone and try that, we don't feed back, which is nice. Although we do have a little bit of overdriven crunch in there. Now for the overdrive maxed. Do we feedback? A little bit. Yeah, no. You definitely do feedback. Going back to the clean channel here, and if you hold the effect button down, you'll notice, actually, before we do that, you'll notice throughout this entire thing, we have reverb, which is definitely a cool feature to have. However, if you don't want reverb, you can hold the effect knob in for 3 seconds, it will flash for a bit, and then your reverb's gone. So just straight up dry signal. So that's fun. I do notice a little bit of volume loss, weirdly enough, with going from your clean channel to your overdrive to your distortion without the reverb. But still, I think it's great. I think this little the feedback is so weird. But I think that honestly this little amp, it will be great for my practicing. Of course, you're not going to gig with this thing. You can probably mic this up and do some cool like radio effect or some. You can probably find a great recording use for this, so for practicing, definitely is great. Now, as much as I'm a guitar player, I also play a lot of bass. So, our next logical step here, let's go ahead and hear how it sounds on bass. Again, we're going to start off with a clean tone, everything in the middle. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. And also, this bass has an EQ on it. That's these three knobs down here. Everything's set to noon, so that way I'm not maxing out this. So, let's go ahead and hear how it sounds. You definitely do get a little bit of that buzzingness because, of course, this is a lot for this little tiny speaker. It's not going to handle the lows super clean. Let's go ahead and turn the volume all the way up. Just very curious. is definitely a lot of fun. If you play a lot lighter, you get rid of that, a lot of that buzziness. Like, it's still there a bit, especially on the low string, on your low E. But the higher you get, well, it'll still be there if you especially press hard. Definitely goes away after a bit. And now for bass with overdrive. Again, I just want to max it out, hear how it sounds. Fun. And now, it can handle it. It definitely can handle it. Pushing it, but definitely can handle it. Now let's go ahead and do full-blown distortion. I am kind of scared of this one to hear how it will sound. Maxing out. That is absurd, and I love it. Of course, your feedback, honestly, the feedback on that was nice. Definitely can handle bass quite. And even like that's still everything maxed out on this, and still gives you a nice little, actually kind of usable overdriven tone. Like, I kind of want to maybe use that in a recording one day for like some nice indie rock bass things. Like, that's kind of cool. Now, of course, there is one more question in regards to this, in regards to the instruments of which I own. Will it chug? I think no one will be upset that I'm going to skip the clean and the overdrive. I just wanted to see how well this hands drop E 8 string. And here we go. So yes, begrudgingly, it can definitely handle the chug chug of an 8 string. Now, of course, the other use you can use for this is just as a regular Bluetooth speaker. Like if you just want to play music on this, by all means, you can. It pops up on your device as Joyo JA-05G. So I'm gonna go ahead and pair my phone to it. Pair request? Absolutely. Ooh, fun. Let's go ahead and play some tunes. Hey, you know what? That actually sounds great. This sounds great on it. Let me try something else here. Yeah, no, this is actually a great Bluetooth speaker. Like, what? You know, I was very hesitant on how this would sound as a Bluetooth speaker, gonna be completely honest, but honestly, it sounds great. Yeah, this is great. So important note here, when you're connected to the Bluetooth speaker function here, the volume on your device is what controls the Joyo. These knobs do absolutely nothing, as you'll see here. Volume all the way down, tone all the way down, volume up, everything up. Let's go ahead and do a different setting. Different setting. Does nothing. So your phone controls the does this mean we can go ahead and jam with ourselves? Hold on. That is absolutely fun. Oh, yeah, no, that completely goes over the top for me. I absolutely love that. That is just now connected to your phone, connects to your device. You can jam over top of it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely love this. So indeed, the Joyo JA-05G handles all my purposes. I now have a great little amp for just my bedside indoor if I just want to walk around the house with it. I definitely think it's great. I think you can get some great tones out of it. If I have to say that there is one con amongst it all, it is that it really doesn't stay into place. It's just, as you see, just kind of swings. But you can probably find some way around that. No, actually it's staying pretty well on the, nope. All good, but it's still such a great amp. I love it. I'm definitely going to be using this a bunch. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to go ahead and check this out, link down in the description box below. And that is an Amazon affiliate link. So if you do choose to purchase this, I get a small little kickback for other dumb things in my life, mainly for the channel and or just guitars in general for gig work I have also. But thank you, Joyo, for sending this over. Absolutely great. Like I said, the biggest flaw, I think, is just that there's no good way of staying it in place. It just kind of swivels about. But again, for just sitting and laying down in general, I don't think that'll be that big of an issue. I'm not going to be walking around an entire stage with it. Like I said, I think you can think of solutions if you do just want to walk around your house. I definitely think this is worth the get. But anyway, guys, that was it. If you want me to mic this up in another video, let me know down in the comments section below. But yeah, no, the Joyo mini amp, the JA-05G, definitely sold on it. Like I said, great purchase. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. Joyo sent me another thing, more so for classical guitar, which I'm really excited to check out. That will be coming here sometime this month amongst all of the craziness that is going on. But I'll see you then. Goodbye. And good night, more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.